Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. Good morning, Tez.
Good morning, DJ Envy, Charlamagne the God, and the Breakfast Club family.
Peace, Tez.
Let me run through these scores. Now, last night in NFL, the Falcons beat the Panthers. The Browns beat the Bengals 24-3. The Jaguars beat the Colts 31-21. Buccaneers beat the Vikings. The Saints beat the Titans. 49ers beat the Steelers. Commanders beat the Cardinals. Ravens beat the Texans. The Packers beat the Bears last night. The Raiders beat the Broncos 17-16. The Eagles beat the Patriots nearly 25-20. Dolphins beat the Chargers 36-34. Rams beat the Seahawks 30-13. And tonight, the Jets take on the Bills.
And don't forget the Dallas Cowboys wiped their ass with the New York Giants last night. Final score 40-0. Made the Giants feel like they shouldn't even finish the season. Okay, I heard all season ticket holders for the Giants are turning their tickets in this morning. That's how disgusted they are.
We're not talking about, though, and congratulations to Coco. She won the Women's U.S. Open, so congratulations to that, sister. You were doing your thing out there, sister. It's not about the Giants. It's about you this morning. You were at the Giants game,
for Coco.
So shout out to Coco last night.
At the Giants game for no damn reason, unless she's a Cowboy fan. Okay, if she was there on behalf of the New York Giants, or there because she's a Giants fan, y'all just let her down.
Oh my goodness. Tez, where you want to start? Let's start off with today is 9/11. Let's talk about all the things that's happening today for 9/11.
Yeah, let's talk about something other than the Giants that you conveniently did not mention. But today, as you guys mentioned, it is the 22nd anniversary of September 11th, the attacks on the World Trade Center and the Pentagon, as well as the crash of United Airlines Flight 93. And the annual ceremony that takes place will take place again in the 9/11 Memorial Plaza starting at 8:30, and Vice President Kamala Harris is expected to attend.
All right. Now, you know, it's like we were talking earlier. It's so sad every time this day comes around because so many people lost their lives. So many people have never really got closure. So, again, I just want to say salute to everybody. I know the vice president's going to be in town today. There's so many blocks and streets closing. So if you have to get to the city today, just give yourself a little extra time. Now, let's talk about...
I know the vice president's feet probably hurt, too. Because I saw her hitting her little jig, the Vibrant thing.
Yeah, Hip Hop 50.
Over the weekend.
We're going to talk about that in the rumors. But now let's talk about Chris Christie. He vows to follow Trump if he skips the next GOP debates. What is that? What's happening with that?
Yeah, former New Jersey Governor Chris Christie vowed that if former President Donald Trump does not participate in future Republican debates, he'll change his campaign schedule in an effort to set up his own face-off with the former president. As we know, Chris Christie is Trump's most vocal critic in the crowded field of Republican presidential hopefuls, and he's long criticized President Trump or former President Trump for his refusal to attend any debates. He skipped the first one. Obviously, he's not expected to show up for the second one, which is September 27th. And Chris Christie said basically he's going to follow him around, run around, and follow him. Charlamagne, I know what you're ready to say.
Yeah, Trump vows to have people follow Chris Christie with tubas and play the tuba behind him where he walks to donut shops everywhere.
Jesus.
But that'd be some good exercise, him chasing Trump. So we'll see.
What's the point of chasing Trump, though? I mean, I think at this point, if you're a Republican candidate for president, you should just focus on the issues because Donald Trump is not. You know, Donald Trump is too busy talking about the fact he's been indicted and he's fighting his criminal charges and he's talking about witch hunts, but he's not talking about, you know, what he wants to do for the American people this time around. So if I was running for president and I was a Republican, I would just talk on the issues. I wouldn't be following Trump at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, all that boring stuff, the issues, I guess. So
yeah, the things that actually matter.
Yeah, the things that matter the most to us, right? All right.
Right.
But I do, if I was Chris Christie, I would keep reminding people, because he did this at the debate, he kept reminding people that Donald Trump was a person who wanted to suspend the Constitution just to overturn the results of an election. If you're an American, you don't want somebody in power who doesn't believe in the Constitution.
All right. Well, that is front page news. Now, Tez, we'll see you in a couple of minutes.
Absolutely.
Everybody else, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, call us up right now. Let us know how your weekend was. Mine was amazing. Shout out to everybody in Atlanta. I had a great time in Atlanta. Maybe your NFL team lost. Maybe your NFL team won. Whatever it may be, call us up right now. 800-585-1051. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. All right, it's time for some front page news. Good morning, Tez.
Good morning, DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy, and Breakfast Club family.
I'm just going to go through these scores right fast. The Falcons beat the Panthers. The Browns beat the Bengals. The Jaguars beat the Colts. Buccaneers beat the Vikings. The Saints beat the Titans. 49ers beat the Steelers yesterday. Commanders beat the Cardinals. The Ravens beat the Texans. The Packers beat the Bears. Raiders beat the Broncos. Eagles beat the Patriots. Dolphins beat the Chargers. The Rams beat the Seahawks. Cowboys beat the Giants. And tonight, the Jets take on the Bills. All right? And we got to congratulate...
And don't forget that the Dallas Cowboys gave out complimentary 40s to the New York Giants last night. So nice of them because, you know, people don't really drink 40s like that anymore. So they bought St. Ides. They bought Old English. They bought Colt 45. They bought Schlitz Malt Liquor, the Blue Bull. They bought Mickey's. They bought King Cobra. They bought 211. Okay, they bought Hurricane. They bought 40s for the whole Giants team. And I thought that was very, 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 very respectable of them to do. Salute to my Dallas Cowboys for being America's team always.
Whatever. And we got to congratulate Coco, who won the Women's U.S. Open. Congratulations. She killed it like last night. She actually was at the Giants game. Queen Latifah sang the national anthem. So salute to Queen Latifah and Coco, two beautiful black queens.
Two beautiful black queens that were in attendance to watch the Dallas Cowboys wipe their ass with the New York Giants, man. Drop one of Clues bombs for the Dallas Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? We were so inspired by having Coco in attendance, so inspired by Queen Latifah singing the national anthem. It was the next day. Today is the 22-year anniversary of 9/11. So my Dallas Cowboys, who are America's team, had to show up for America in that moment. How couldn't we?
Oh, boy. All right. Well, Tez, let's jump right into it. Let's talk about this rapper arrested after police say he confessed to his murder in his song.
Yeah, I want to hear what you guys think about this. A Las Vegas rapper, 25-year-old Kajan McDaniel, who was previously considered to be a person of interest in a 2021 killing, has been arrested after police say he confessed to the murder in the lyrics of one of his songs. And he currently faces a charge of murder with a deadly weapon in the death of Randall Wallace, who was fatally shot on September 18, 2021. He was named a person of interest because of his connection to a vehicle that matched the description. But when he did a music video, that is where they made the connection to say that, you know, he's possibly certainly a person of interest. Now, the arrest warrant included a few lyrics of his song. Now, they haven't showed all of the lyrics, but they said that there was one that he was talking about the victim's body twitching. They said that the evidence did show that the victim's body was twitching. There were also lyrics about where the car was parked and details that correlated with the murder. But the thing most of all that really got him was the video featured him reenacting some of the murder in a way that is consistent with the evidence at the scene.
Yeah, I mean, we've spoken about this a million times. He deserves it. He earned it. And you can't be mad at them for using these lyrics in court, because if you're stupid enough to confess to a crime via a record that you are doing, you deserve, you deserve to have those lyrics used against you. Period.
Yeah, I agree with you. If you're stupid enough to put it in a song, they should be smart enough to take your ass away.
Absolutely. Yep. And I mean, what we don't want is for them to be committing crimes in the first place.
Correct.
But please, if you're going to commit the crime, damn sure don't go in the booth and rap about it. And I blame every rapper that came before this guy. All of these guys who've gotten in the booth and celebrated the drug culture, celebrated the gang culture, made dollars off of violence, but they were lying. They made all of these brothers in the street feel like, if they're really out here committing these crimes, they can rap about them, because the people before them was getting on records lying about the crimes they committed. So they was like, okay, well, I guess we're really doing it. I guess it's okay to confess to these crimes via music. And now look where his ass at.
Jesus.
And it speaks to something you talk about all the time, performing on social media. the need to express every single thing, and so wanting to do a video that's literally like, again, the crime was wrong, shouldn't have been done at the beginning, but it just goes into, again, the social media thing, which brings my next story up, which about is trauma is trendy. Therapists say that Gen X embraces sharing their pain on TikTok. An expert in treating stress and emotional damage says that sharing trauma with the entire world has become trendy on social media, mainly because Gen Z is the first generation not to feel ashamed of it. Trauma experts say that there's an uptick on social media, people talking about their past trauma, and now it is a trend among young adults, but I would say it's a trend all the way across the board, all ages. And the uptick of young people have symptoms of ADHD, OCD, and autism may be a result of recognizing unresolved trauma. Really good report on that, showing why people feel they have to, express the trauma on social media.
Well, it's a cry for help, right? If you're sitting at home and you're dealing with some type of anxiety and you're dealing with, some type of depression, if you get online and express it, then you'll find other people who are going through the same thing that you're going through. So now you feel like you got a village, and I think that gives you some sort of strength. So, what we need to continue to make trendy is healing. What we need to continue to make trendy is people going to therapy. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what we got to continue to make trendy.
But is that the help that you want? Because, once you go online, like you said, there are some people that understand what you're going through, but I'm sure there's a zillion more people that will just take shots at you and make it worse. Right. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm fearful of, because, people don't understand. They think everything is funny. And if somebody's out there, pouring their hearts out, people will make fun of it first. And, people are doing that usually because they need help. And sometimes I feel like social media ain't the place to get help.
I agree with that too, but that's why parents and that's why, adults, all of us got to continue to tell our stories, because if you continue to tell your story, you help to eradicate the stigma around mental health. And maybe some of those people, before they run to TikTok or before they run to social media, they'll run to you. And, ask you what you did in order to, get a handle on your anxiety or your depression or, whatever it is that you may be going through. And that is exactly why, great segue, I do my Mental Wealth Expo every year to honor World Mental Health Day. We're doing it again this year. The third annual Mental Wealth Expo is October 7th, Saturday, October 7th at the Marriott Marquis in Times Square from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. It is a free event. I bring, together some of the best psychiatrists and therapists and mental health experts and mental health advocates, and it's just a day of mental health education and healing, and it's a free event, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Just go to mentalwealthexpo.com for more information.
All right. Well, that is your front page news. Thank you, Teslin.
Absolutely.
And make sure you subscribe to Teslin Figaro's podcast, the Straight Shot No Chaser podcast, on the Black Effect iHeartRadio podcast network, and follow at Teslin Figaro on all social media platforms.
All right. Now, when we come back, Juicy J will be joining us. He has a new book out, and we're going to kick it with Juicy J when we come back. So don't move. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake that ass up.
In the morning.
The Breakfast Club.